What up, guys? We're back playing some Madden. What up, guys? We're back playing some Madden 25. What up, guys? We're back playing some Madden 25. Okay, guys, and we're doing a giveaway too, guys. If you guys play on PlayStation, I'm doing a PlayStation gift card. So, yeah. And you all know how we do it on this channel. It's 420 friendly. Take a hit with me, y'all. And you gotta be 21 years or older to use it. And this company wants to sponsor me. Let's get in the game. Cowboys versus the Rams. We're gonna pick. We're gonna go to. This will stay here. So to be entered in the giveaway, just chat with us and like up the video, guys.
Former Pro Bowl quarterback out of the University of Georgia, Matthew Stafford.
And Matthew Stafford was taken first overall in the 2009 draft, and he certainly...
Turn off the crowd. Turn the crowd off. There we go.
Like a top pick. Throughout his career, he's been one of the most prolific passers in the league, and there's no reason to believe he's going to slow down his production anytime soon. Not only that, he's also one of the tougher quarterbacks in the league as well.
Getting home that time to Marvian Overshone.
Sacked his ass.
So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early second down and long. Stafford now to throw. Forced out to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side.
Back.
So if you guys want to be entering the giveaway, just gotta chat with us.
For a 4-yard
We're gonna pick
loss
randomly.
there, and that brings up fourth down. So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. Cavante Turpin deep for the Cowboys. That's pulled in at the 32. Powers through him. Oh, and now he bowls him over.
Oh.
On a 46, a return of 5. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former 4th-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
It's been a lot of fun watching him advance in his career. Many people question his ability to throw the football coming out of Mississippi State. He's conclusively answered that question. In addition, a very strong runner and an even better leader.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5.
That didn't work the way I wanted it to.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here.
Down, incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. 4th down, Prescott. He'll buy some time right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Yeah, fuck
up.
To throw is Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold. That one, it's 2nd down.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got a stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked. They're staring up at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Osa Odigizua with the effort there to earn the sack. So on 4th down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
To throw is Prescott, eluding the pressure right. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Everybody knows
the coverage
my
may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. Now Prescott out to his left. Escapes the defender. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. 1st down in the red zone. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter.
Chat with us in.
Looking to throw. Prescott rolling to his left.
Like the video.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Only way to
put
be
a check
injured.
mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Freeze up. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott scampering home from 19 yards out. They'll look to throw. And the Cowboys will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Fuck!
A flag comes in. It's
That I was
incomplete.
jumping.
And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that one go. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So they went for
But,
two and failed. They
take a
didn't
hit,
use
guys.
him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead.
Okay, guys, I'm back. Have to fix my lights so you guys can see me better. Bit better with the hood. I'm cold. Much better.
Going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
I thought I was
LA
jumping
set to
and
take
it threw
over
it.
again on offense. They've shown precious
we
little
got
here
this.
offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Stafford. He's got Higbee complete right side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Play action, Stafford. Oh, he brings it in off the deflection. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 34 yards to gain that time, another first down.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
First and 10, and they've got three tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
Yeah! You know what that means, guys. You know what that means.
That feels like an
We take a long,
big
big rip.
He's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who. With a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself.
And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Here we go.
Throwing. Prescott steps away. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he can't quite get there.
First
down
and goal.
At the 1.
I'll take that.
Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Their entire offense has been centered on him, and he's been carrying the load with ease. 100 yards rushing in a game for a quarterback is rare. In a single half, darn near a masterpiece.
Prescott to throw it. On the move to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
You guys all know what that means. But if we get the 2-point conversion, it'll be a big rip. If we don't, it'll be a little rip.
He told us he was going to hit the end zone a couple times in this game. I just don't know that he envisioned doing it in the 1st quarter.
He probably did. I'm not sure we did,
yeah.
right? Because all the great ones, that's what they do. They dream about it, right? They think about it. They envision it. They think it's going to happen and almost will themselves into it. I just look at what he's done so far and just wonder what's left to come. Let's sit back and enjoy this one.
Fucking alive again. Let me just take a couple of drinks and then we'll take this hit. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna take it off of not this one. We're not gonna take it off of this one. Gotta take the fucking big rip off of the alien. You guys can't, you can barely see it, but the alien. I'm gonna preheat it and take my hit. The things I do for you guys, I do all this for you guys. I hate when these get clogged. Let's take a hit. Yeah. And this is our giveaway, guys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
Guys, the giveaway is
and
free
no chance
money
to see a
in your
return on the
PlayStation
dynamic
account.
kickoff. They'll move this
Free
out to
money
the
in your
30-yard line.
PlayStation Store
now the
account.
Rams offense getting the football back. They find
All it is
themselves
free
in a
money,
good
guys.
size hole here, and a good size hole early on in this game as they come
So I would
on
enter.
1st down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. They can't tackle him. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So more problems here in this 1st quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time.
Okay, hold up. guys. You all know what it meant. You all know what this meant. You don't know what it means? If you don't know what it means, you're not a frick or wannabe tobacco user that vapes. Hey. So let's take a hit. It's not going to be a big rip this time. It's going to be a little one. So just a little one, not a big one. Big ones are for 2-point conversions.
Fire under some of these guys. Now you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look.
And some. Dak Prescott doing it again with his third touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add
I'm not
on
going
to
to
their
get in for
lead.
this one.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point.
I'm not going to go for a 2-point there.
It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown.
And the giveaway is going to be until New Year's.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Stafford. He gets this into the hands of Kupp once again. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. From the 50, Stafford. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 35. 15 yards there for number 15. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A first run now for Kyron Williams. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Stafford. And oh, it'll be intercepted. The return man, Wilson. And the Cowboys are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look in the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive That was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. And that last run is going to set a new NFL record. Most rush yards in a single game by a quarterback, surpassing Justin Fields, who had 178 in 2022 in a ball game. Prescott down. They'll roll him out right. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Prescott out to his left. Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that's going to be it.
Our process there. Catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help.
It'll be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 20. Another one to CeeDee Lamb. He's going to work on first and down. Dallas.
I have to say, I don't have to run.
From 13 yards out.
This one
And the Cowboys are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Well, it's not too often that you say, hey, this one's going to be over by halftime. And, CD, I know our bosses probably don't want us to say that because they don't want people clicking away. But this one might be over by halftime.
And since you've already put your job on the line by actually saying it, I will co-sign and go with you because you're my partner. We don't mean to do it, but this game has been exactly as you've described. I see no hope for them going forward.
And with a successful two-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down.
How are you guys doing?
Here's Stafford. Man open is Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. He's going to lose yardage here. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Well, it looked like the deep.
Oh, did he miss or did he? I get a touchdown or something. Yeah. It looked like a touchdown.
We're ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
What do you guys think the final score is going to be?
From the 50 at Stafford. And that will be incomplete. Here's Ethan Evans now.
Thinking 90-0. That's just my opinion. That's just my
and problems spreading to the punt team
my
now.
guess.
This one goes all the way
90-0,
into the end zone on the fly,
wrong.
so that'll come back to the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. Here's Prescott. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Akello Witherspoon, really good coverage from the Colorado man, getting a hand in on it.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Now Prescott on fourth down. Steps away. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
Oh, my God.
Now Prescott on the move to his left.
I'm just so pissed at the coaching staff.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going
all
out.
their money.
A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
It's really something special when we see a quarterback top 100 yards in one half of
put
football.
on 2 people.
And if he keeps up this pace
I
in
know
the second half,
was Prescott.
the NFL record for single-game rushing by a QB
and I was
is
not
certainly
happy
in sight.
about that.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott fighting to stay upright. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Some of these players in there we have a good team.
Now Prescott out to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime. Now Mike McCarthy saying, let's go for 2. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. Rolling to his right. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
Well, after that, it's not hard to see where the momentum is pointing because it's squarely on his side after a heads-up play to jog that one in for another 2 points.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first, the 20 to about the 22. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. They'll fake the jet sweep and instead give up the middle to Williams. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
The Cowboys retreated to a 5
My prediction,
first half from number
90-0,
4,
guys.
quarterback
But I don't know.
Dak Prescott. He absolutely could not be stopped on the ground. It seemed like every time he held onto the ball, he wound up in the end zone. Just an electrifying first half.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. To throw is Prescott, rolling to his left. Still on his feet. Still going. They can't stop him. And down to the 19-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
So guys, don't forget, this is the giveaway. PlayStation Store gift card.
Looking to throw. Prescott steps away. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Cowboys come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Flushed out right. And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on two more.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Rams offense and Matthew Stafford set to take over. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
Are they?
They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense.
Yeah, not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Now Stafford. That's complete to Robinson. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on to kick it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Taking it about the 36. Bulldozes past him. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Throwing. Prescott on the move to his left. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Did not make
Big
that
yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
And this is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. Takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and of course, a special player.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Prescott to throw it. Out to his left. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys have got it on cruise control. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing
touchdown. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The football going back to the Rams now. And this group has suffered far too many self-inflicted wounds thus far as we run through some of the mistakes. It's darn near impossible to win in this league when you're turning the ball over at the frequency that they have. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Here's Stafford. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. Inside the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this 3rd quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. Yeah! Following the interception, here's Prescott. Flush to his right. Able to shake him off. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you I mean, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. But the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
They begin the drive with Williams. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. And tip your cap to DeMarcus Lawrence. Nice play defensively.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now a play fake it at Stafford. He finds Robinson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Stafford. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Here comes the Rams punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fielded at the 33. Touchdown, Cowboys! He goes 67 yards on the punt return. And the Cowboys get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Sliding out of the pocket. They are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
Well, I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now they'll toss it out right to Williams. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10. In motion comes the tight end left. Stafford. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and 7. Stafford now to throw. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now it's Stafford. And that one too wide and incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together, as that brings up another 4th down.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And it's taken in at the 9. Three quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions.
Partner, because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not.
Touchdown, Cowboys! CeeDee Lamb with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. He'll buy some time right. And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
L.A. readies for its next possession. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles, but they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 6. Stafford. He's got his man downfield. It's Robinson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing is Stafford. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now a 2nd and 2. Stafford looks to throw again. Quickly into the hands of Robinson. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 17-yard line. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second down. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Throwing again is Stafford. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
To throw is Stafford. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Chauncey Golston drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down.
Well, it's obvious, but I can't help but say it here. It's never a good day when the opposing defense has more sacks than you have points. The win seems likely, but this defense is still playing for something here. They see that 0 on the scoreboard, and they don't want that to change.
So on 4th down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. And this one, a 41-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg. And they're at least trying to finish out strong.
The Cowboys offense and CeeDee Lamb ready to take over once more. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early, and it has paid giant rewards to this stage of the game. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. CeeDee, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. This has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast, because this game, well decided a long time ago.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. They'll roll him out right. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10. Start the drive. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here's Stafford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense can very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Prescott now, rolling to his left. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Prescott. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield at man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So now yet again, the Cowboys are going to line up here to go for 2. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. Rolling to his right. And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an
Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football, so this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. That is caught, and now off to the races down the right side. And all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Back to throw, Stafford. This one swung out to Williams. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Point after try forthcoming. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. 5 plays there on that drive. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And bulldozing his way through. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Steps away. That's Well, Prescott here to throw. That escapes the sack. Dancing to his left. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no